This is why even rich men struggle with women. What's good with y'all, man? Listen up, bro. I want y'all to know something. You getting money, okay? You requiring success and wealth. That's a good thing, bro. I want you to pat yourself on the back if you locked in on that. If that's your goal and you're focused on your mission and you attract these things, that's great. When you insert women to the fold, though, I'm going to tell you something. Money is not going to prevent you from simping, okay? It's not going to prevent you from being a beta male cuck. You feel me? It's funny that, rich men actually be, I think, the worst ones because they have a lot to lose. They have a lot to lose, fellas. And it seems like a lot of them get caught up in that position with the wrong women all the time. They struggle with women because most of the time, because they have the money and, they got this, they splurging and they showing off. Women see that, and it's actually two sides to it. On one side, they get the women with that, so they use it as a crutch. They start to believe, oh, I need to use this to get women. I need to use this to, or maybe it's just the easiest option for them. Let me use this for, see, there's a difference between you paying her to leave, right? Which is like a comfortable tricking type of thing. Like, oh no, I'm just using the services of these guts and I'm sending her on her way. I understand that. I can understand that, right? Some OGs or whatever, like Unc or something. He don't want no drama. It's for that reason, right? I'm paying you to leave. Now, the guys that are rich out here and they splurging, I'm assuming that this is what this guy particularly was mentioning. Rich guys that are out here showing out and they're getting all these women in their vicinity, but the ones that they deal with, bro, they wasting their money. They getting into trouble, right? Maybe getting married and then divorced, having half of their shit taken, having half of your soul ripped out of you or something. Them just being a complete negative bomb in their life. The reason why these rich men struggling, they don't know any other way, bro. They don't know any other way. They didn't try to figure out another way. There's a better way to attract women. Women put on their best act for these men. That's the other part. They put on their best act. And that's what y'all got to understand. A lot of these women, they just be playing these games. First thing they're going to do is convince you into thinking. This is what always works for the rich men because I think it's because they're just too distracted by all the different women or they're not really worried too much. They turned up too much because they be working hard. And that's a good part. You work hard, you get the money. And when you step out, though, that's where you just lower your guard because you've been locked in all week or whatever the case is, locked in on making that money and shit. And then when you step out, you like, oh, man, I'm relaxed. I'm just having a good time, which you should be. But the rich men, you know what I'm saying? When the women come around and I see it, bro, I see it. It's like you can tell maybe their senses is lower because of the drinking or something, or because maybe they had one too many. But like I said, bro, their guard be lowered, bro. Their guard is lowered and the women putting on their best act. It's the combination of the two. These females out here is actresses, bro. I'm telling you. Trying out for a film. Playing your ass. And that's what it always is. They playing a rich man. Oh, you have to take me here. You have to do this. You have to do that. That's a gold digging ass chick, bro. They only fuck with gold diggers. They only fuck with the women that are actually bad for them. It's weird. It's weird. And I guess it gets tougher. You know what I'm saying? It gets tougher to distinguish the women and categorize certain women when they're putting on their best act and you got money. And you're splurging and flashing it. See, if you was low key about it and you didn't use that as a tool to get women, you would start to see a little bit more sprinkles of the genuine women or the women that are manageable. You know what I'm saying? A regular chick that's just cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not that many of those coming around rich men because they're too busy throwing the money. That's attracting a lot of gold diggers. That's attracting a lot of low hanging fruit. It's attracting a lot of attractive women, but typically they're going to consist of what? BBLs, fake boobies. All right, so the breasticles are not real. That's why they super duper perky and big and just stuck there. And then the BBLs just going, so and this shit might stink. I don't know what the hell they talking about with that, but that's the quality of woman they attracting. And yeah, that might be good for a night or two, or just to keep around and just clap those buns and shit. But it's just not a good idea, guys. They get lost in the sauce eventually. Because like I said, these women put on their best act. And what they're going to tell a rich man is, oh, it's okay. What's that, a condom? Don't use that. Ugh. Come on now. They definitely saying that with them. Oh, and then you use a condom. These be the chicks that'll sit here and pull your damn condom out of the trash and then try to take a sample and put it in their coochie and stuff. And then all of a sudden, now you got child support. You know what I mean? You got to be careful with these women. You got to be cognizant of what you're doing. A lot of them let their guard down and they start to trust what they say. Do not trust what these women say, especially if you out here, you're successful, especially if you're attracting them with it. And then you believe them when they say, oh no, you can just let those kids off inside of me. Oh, I got my tubes tied. She is lying. She is capping. She told you to blast off in that like Jimmy Neutron. She's lying, bro. She's trying to trap you. Rich men get trapped because these hoes putting on their best act. You got to be careful, bro. You always got to be careful. Just because you become successful, that also means like people don't think about the other side of that. People see the riches and they're like, oh, this means that I get a bunch of hoes now. Oh yeah, you can. Hoes. You're getting hoes though. Right? You gotta understand the difference between a hoe, a woman, right? A lady, you know what I'm saying? A quality chick, and then there are different levels of it, and then there's different levels of discernment, and then there's different levels of women that have proved themselves to reach a certain category. You know what I'm saying? A hoe until proven otherwise. That's my motto. A hoe until proven otherwise. You gotta show me that you're not about getting after the money. Right? You got to show me that you're not about my pockets or this man's pockets. You got to be cognizant of that, fellas. Just because, I want everybody to have fun, but I'm really trying to break this down as to being in the mindset of working hard all week, because this is what I do also. Work hard all week. And then when it's time for me to step out, when I want to have fun, I go outside. And I'm not going to lie. There've been times where I've lowered my guard down too. That's why I'm like, yeah. That's what really happens. You lower your guard. But that's why I'm always cognizant of how I am attracting the women. That's why I'm like, yo, lead with attraction. Don't lead with your pockets. If you lead with your pockets, tricking is separate. It ain't tricking if you got it. But that's when you're paying them to leave. The men that are sitting here just like, I'm attracting any and every woman I can with this money just because I want to clap buns, period. Nah, these guys are reckless. Because you got to play hardball with your life now. Pause. You got to make sure that your guard is up even more from a mental standpoint, observing these women's actions when you step out now. That's what it is. Because now they see you like the golden ticket. I got the golden ticket. That's what she's going to be singing. You're going to be wondering why she in that position with her legs up, trying to absorb all them kids in her guts. Right after she told you, oh, you can blast off. And you did it. Dummy. That's why you can't get too loose. You know what I'm saying? As far as drinking too much and all that, bro, stay away from that stuff as much as you can. Or just get to a certain, like if you're enjoying yourself, guys, I'm telling you to enjoy yourself, but don't get to a level where you can't think straight. Right? And use discernment, because you got to be in your right state of mind to avoid the traps, to see past a woman's act. Because I'm telling you, bro, they acting their ass off. Wouldn't you act your ass off if you could have your whole life saved by a man, by a rich man, if you just fooled him, if you just played him? So it's not a wonder why they doing this shit. That shouldn't scare you from wanting to be successful and rich, fellas. I still want you guys to be that. I still want us all to be super successful, super rich, helping out the people that we care about. Yeah, just be cognizant of who you busting nuts with. That's it, bro. That's it. Because most of these rich men, they're not using due diligence. right? They're not doing their due diligence, and they're not using discernment because they think that the money's distracting them too. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's levels to it, bro. It's levels to it. You just got to stay on point as a man in all categories, in all ways. It's okay, fellas. We can still have fun. Just, do the right things, bro. Pull out, protection, all that good stuff, bro. We still got to stay on point. But that's why we men, bro. Still got to enjoy pussy. Still got to enjoy life. So let's just do it the right way. You know what I mean? Don't be like the rest of these guys. Or the beta cuck simp is like having men actually plow his wife for some Adam 22 shit. It's crazy. And then telling you that, oh, this is what it's really about. What? No, hell no. we ain't even concerned with all that bullshit. That's just complete bullshit. So you just leave that over there. Real men over here, we focusing on our mission, working hard, playing hard, but being cognizant of how we play. That's what it is, bro. Don't get lost in the sauce like the rest of these guys. Be the rich man that's on a different wavelength. Be the rich man that women are still like, oh, let me be careful around him and let me make sure that I just give him the guts and I'm not trying to do nothing crazy with him because he got his shit on point. Yeah, for real though. Y'all be easy, man. Be careful.